Hey, welcome back to another episode of CX Riot Radio, where we talk about customer experience and stuff. Still in a hyper caffeinated state. That's right. I'm David, I'm the caffeinated CXO, and I'm the host here at CX Riot Radio. How many times can I say CX in 30 seconds? Go back and count. Take a shot for each time I say CX, including that one. You're welcome. CX, CX, CX. There you go, you freaking lush. Alright, so today we're going to talk about something that's a lot of people have been talking about. Hardly unique in talking about this. The Keep Call Centers in America Act. That's right. Keep Call Centers in America, damn it, Act. So we're going to break it down. We're going to talk about it. The pros, the cons, the everything, right? But we're going to keep it really short because I'm sure you're already bored with it. I just want to talk about it. So, on the surface, the bill sounds really simple, right? If you're a company that wants to send your call center jobs overseas, you have to give 120 days notice. You have to tell the government. You get put on a public list so customers can see who's cashing out and shipping out. You get denied federal loans for 5 years, something like that. And when customers call in, you have to let them know if they're talking to a U.S. employee or not. Right? Are they talking to someone in the U.S.? Are they talking to someone in, I don't know, Belize? Are they talking to an AI agent? Right? And then, let's say they're not talking to a U.S.-based worker, and they want to, you got to transfer them somewhere to the U.S. Now, on the surface, it is what it is, right? It's okay. It's probably a good thing for a lot of struggling communities, right? On the surface. So, and the intention behind the bill isn't about making customer service or CX nice or better or anything like that. No, it's economic. It's just another economic power play, right? America first in the business realm. American workers above the world. And I get it, you know? I get it. So, and some say it's about jobs, it's about dignity, it's about rebuilding communities, right? It is what it is. But, like, people like the Communication Workers of America are behind it, and a bunch of other pro-worker unions, stuff like that. Because, let's see what we've faced the last few decades, right? We've watched entire towns get gutted. We've seen what happens when you replace human jobs with scripts and scorecards, right? So, we've all had the frustration of waiting on hold for an hour and talking to someone that we can barely understand. right? And that's not like anything prejudice or racist or anything like that. That's the truth. And Sonus and Crisp has kind of like rectified that. But it was, and outsourcing these things was never about customer service. It was never about the customer experience. It was never even about the customer. It was about cost cutting. Period. Just ruthless cutting. Communities and employees be damned. So, you know. And the other aspect of the bill is why are we giving the government so much power over business, right? That's the libertarian anarcho-capitalist argument against it, right? So, if you lean libertarian, if you live by the free market, if you wear black and yellow instead of red, white, and blue, you might be saying, why the hell, why in the living fuck is the government telling businesses how and who to hire, where to work, or who they can contract with? And you know what? I ain't no anarcho-capitalist, but that's valid. Every time the government steps in and starts regulating commerce, there's a risk they go too far. Today, they may say, disclose where your call center agents are. Tomorrow, they might say, no, you can't automate an entire department. Next week, they might fine you for using AI in any way, shape, and form at all. So, yeah. Now, liberty matters, markets matter, free markets matter. But honestly, so does the middle class of America. They matter too. So, let's talk about if this bill passes. And you know what? The people that are going to be most affected by this are the people with the most lobbying power. They don't want to have to spend millions or billions of dollars to bring their call centers back on shore or pay a bunch of fines that are baked into the bill, right? So, this bill has a very, 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 very small chance of passing, either to your delight or your misery. That's the truth. But let's say something happens, and it does. It does pass. Let's see what will happen. So, we're going to snap forward 5 years into the future, and we're going to go year by year, okay? And then I'm going to give you another take, okay? 2026, next year. Companies get nervous. They pause offshoring. They tighten up compliance. Some double down on AI agentic bots. Some lean into humans and win customer trust. 2027. US-based service centers start getting investment again. Training gets better. We stop bleeding knowledge. 2028. Talk to a US rep becomes a selling point. Loyalty shifts. AI floods the cheap seats, but smart companies realize you can't automate empathy. 2029, there are two tribes, there are two groups. One focused on humans, community, and trust. The other addicted to AI cost cuts and corporate spin. In 2030, the results are in. The companies that kept service human, they win. Better retention, better reviews, better customers. The ones who bet it all on bots, they're burning in the court of public opinion and sometimes in actual court. That's like a utopian best case scenario of what'll happen if this bill passes. I'm going to give you a more realistic version of what will happen if that bill passes in a minute here. This bill, even though it probably won't pass, if it does, the end result will be the same. There will be token groups, token departments, and companies of US based customer service agents, just like there are now. The majority of the calls will be taken by AI. Because we're already living in a time where companies who have record profit are laying off their employees at record rates. And there is no repercussions for it. And that will continue until there are repercussions for having record profit and record amount of layoffs. The U.S. middle class will continue to shrink if it hasn't disappeared entirely, and all those jobs that would have gone overseas or offshore for call center work will just be put into the hands of an AI company. And the number of AI companies that have voice bots will continue to shrink as they gobble each other up. So, but it has the same end result. The talk to a U.S. agent. Yeah, you could. You could. If you want to wait an hour. Or you could get it done now through our self-serve AI bot. I don't see what the difference is going to be. Except for the fact that it's like a US-based AI company, I guess. But, I don't know. Am I being too pessimistic with this? Or am I spot on? Because the people that have the power don't care about the American worker, and this law isn't going to make them magically start caring again. Some of them are just going to eat the fines. But offshore or offloading to AI, the end result is the same. It's the loss of jobs for the communities. And you can dress it up any way you want. This is not going to fix it. In fact, this has the added layer of it might just get a lot worse. So, I mean, yes, we're at the time where this is the worst that we will ever see AI. Right? This is the worst we'll ever see it. And every day, that becomes true. It's growing exponentially. It's getting better exponentially. So, it might not even matter. But people still need to eat. And the same people that are fighting to offshore jobs and get rid of entire industry sectors are the same people that are fighting tooth and nail against simple things like universal basic income or universal health care. So, I don't know. But when communities fail, when jobs leave entire communities, those communities fall into ruin. And then the rats move in. So I don't know what the solution is. I don't know if there is a solution. But it sure as hell is in this bill. This bill is a fuzzy, wuzzy, look at us, we care kind of bill. That's going to get decimated. It's going to be changed. Loopholes are going to form in it. And ultimately, it'll be a watered down, big business centric thing that does not care about the working class. Because the people in charge of creating the laws, the people in charge of all of this, don't care about the working class. Even if they did when they were first elected. It's just a big game. It's just a big game. It's one big club, and you're not invited. This has been CX Riot Radio. Buy my stuff. Bye.